Welcome back everybody to Wilder Action, Birds and Bees, soon to be at macro_action, just to get everything all in one place across all my platforms. Today I've just got a quick run through of my trip to Costa Rica, which was in January 2024, and it was for my birthday. That was in the September of 23. It's obviously January 2025 now, so I need to start doing something with the content I've got on my hard drives. So it's a good time just to get rid of some of it. When I went there, obviously, I wasn't expecting to start a YouTube channel. So I haven't sorted anything out specifically for this. It wasn't shot as a video or anything like that. I will be showing you phone videos that I've taken. Obviously, they were the wrong orientation. Like I said, it was just meant to send back to my sister and my wife, basically. So you will be seeing some of that, and obviously you'll be seeing videos from my cameras and photographs from my cameras. But basically, I'm just going to do a quick run through here just to show you the journey and what happened, and in between there'll be quick interjections of little videos.
What shall I take to Costa Rica for insects and hummingbirds? Nikon Z9, Canon R5, Canon R7, 2x and 1/4 EF teleconverters, EF life-size converters, adapters for R to EF, Fringer adapter for Nikon to EF, extension tube, 8512, that's EF, Sigma 150 2.8, Canon 180 3.5, Sigma 120 to 300 2.8, Canon 400 f2.8 Mark III, Canon 1 to 500 f7.1, Nikon Z800 6.3, Canon MPE 65 2.8, Canon RF 16 2.8, Canon RF 35 1.
At this point, I just want to say I wish I'd just brought the Nikon Z800 along with the Nikon Z9 and the Canon R5, couple of macro lenses and the 1 to 500, and I would have been sweet.
So these are my cabins where I'm staying. Basically, I turn around and the food hall is right there. The main centre's just over there. But I've just been talking to somebody, and he says, there's somebody that's been here for a few days, and he says all you have to do is stay here. It's everything you want right here. So walking over the stone bridge now. It's a stone bridge. I'll take you with me for a walk over Stone Bridge. Can't swim in this river. This is right next to the centre itself. Just jungle all around, as you can see. So I'm just gonna see what's up here. First time walking up here. Wow. This is amazing. It's like, apparently there's crocodiles here. I don't know about in this river, but there are crocodiles in Costa Rica, so it's a little bit scary, this bridge. Oh, it's wobbling like crazy. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, this is amazing though. Well, if it snaps, I'm dead. Just come here on the wobbly bridge and seen this beauty sitting in the tree.
This is on the very first day as I got there. This is the US aid project in Costa Rica. It's Sarapiqui, I think it's called, the place. It's La Selva. It was amazing to go there by myself. My wife let me go there without her and the kids, but I was there just to do photography, and she knew she'd be bored. I knew she wouldn't be happy staying in the middle of a jungle with no amenities, because the place I stayed in, although it was great and we had 3 square meals a day, it was just the bare minimum, basically. It's not a shack. It is a proper room with toilet and everything like that, but it's not designed for holiday use. So it was brilliant. As you know, I'm scared of insects, and that I did have quite a few insects and reptiles in my room. I had a couple of cockroaches in my room on the first day, which set me up for the rest of the time I was there. To be honest, it probably made me overcome a bit more of my fear rather quickly, because I had to live with it. There was 5 beds in the room, and the first couple of days I was shifting around trying to think, where shall I sleep? And I stayed on the top bunk until I realised cockroaches can climb up the wall. So yeah, it wasn't great on that level, but I soon stuck things in the holes where they were coming through, and I was all right. I learned to deal with it. But anyway, so as I turned up the first day, this was literally just got my camera out and just looked up in the sky, and I see these birds coming along. I think they're called red lord. I think they're red lord parrots. Yeah, they were quite a nice sight to see, actually. I don't know why this is in this order, to be honest, but yeah, this is 6th of January. This was taken with the Nikon Z9, and it was also taken with the Canon 400mm f2.8 version 3 using the Fringer adapter. So if anyone tells you that you can't use Canon gear with Nikon, obviously these are raw, unedited shots, so this is what you're going to see. And then we had this resident little hummingbird. This was the first ever hummingbird I've seen in my life. I think, yeah, even in captivity, because I've never even seen one in captivity. So this wasn't in captivity. This was just my first ever shot of a hummingbird. I know it's a long way away, but I was just so excited to see it. And that was the resident little rufous hummingbird that was there. As you can see, I've not done any deleting for my bad shots. So these are my bad shots. Again, this was me just trying to find getting close to the hummingbird. Obviously, I messed that one up. We all mess our shots up. What we got here? I don't even know what that is. I didn't even know I had that shot. I don't know what that bird is, but got that. And then they had some nice fruit trees there, and all the birds kept coming in. In January is a good time to go because birds are migrating through. It's the most time you see birds is in January. Obviously, I went there for hummingbirds and specifically for insects in flight, but I kind of messed up with the insects in flight because I didn't realise that the flower season doesn't go the way I think it goes. You know, you'd think they've either got a nice summer season and then it drops off, and then you've got autumn, winter. They don't really have that. Because they're on the equator, they've got the same kind of sunshine all year round. And you'll see, because the sun goes down around about 6:30 and it rises about 6:30, something like that. And through the year, that only changes by about 15 minutes because they are bang on the equator. So the flowers don't really have a season. So when I was there, they said that the flowers have kind of disappeared a couple of weeks before, and they said they'll be back a few weeks after you leave. So yeah, and then it kind of just does that through the year. It's not a season of pollination or anything like that. So it's just all over the place. I don't know what this bird is. What lens was I using here? It's the R5 with the 1:500 here. Like I say, these shots are unedited, so I just put this on automatic color balance, and when I go into Photoshop and that, I change the color balance. I don't know if that's actually correct on this bird because I'm colorblind, as you know. Here we've got vulture. It was the first time I saw one of their vultures. I don't know what type of vulture it is. Got that all wrong though, like right up in the sky. So it's very, as you can see, it's very kind of blown out there. A long way off, but I took the shot anyway. Shows how much I get things wrong at the beginning. Because I shoot fully manual, if I see something quickly, I sometimes don't have a chance to shoot it. So I think that's the same bird there once I'd sorted myself out. And this is, I think they're called a cherry something or other. See the little bit of red on its wings here? Little beautiful bird. And then we get to, not many people knew what these were. I was asking what they were. These are paper wasps. They're called red-headed paper wasp. Not many people knew. There's different types that I saw when I was there as well. What else we got here? Yeah, I do love my insects in flight, as you know. They don't always work, as you can see from there. I miss a lot of shots as well as getting a lot of shots. I did love these though. They were beautiful, beautiful wasps. And here we have, I don't know, some kind of green bird. I think that's green. It's like a very lime greeny kind of, is it lime green? Very strong green bird. Obviously with the light behind, that was quite difficult to get a good shot of the actual bird properly. And again, this is unedited. Once that's edited, that'll look a lot nicer. Again, back to my red-headed friends. Got my little butterfly here. These butterflies are beautiful out there. This is, I edited this picture earlier. I cannot remember what it's called now. Anyway, lovely, beautiful birds here. I was shooting at f2.8 here because there was so much foliage, and every time I was shooting, these were the first time I'd seen these birds. I was just snapping the shots when I could. I didn't know what was a common bird, what was not a common bird. So I was mega happy to get some of these shots, regardless of what they look like. A lot of going away butterfly shots here. These are honey creepers, and I don't know exactly what type of honey creeper this is, but beautiful bird. And again, these berries that they came in for, they would just loads of birds kept flocking to these berries. Look at his tongue. And I don't know if that's because of the berry or if that's because he's actually got that colour tongue. I don't know what colour tongue that is. Is it blue? Is it blue? Purpley? I don't know. This is a gorgeous little bird as well. Obviously, I never went there for these type of birds, but it was really lovely to see them. You know, I went with the 400 f2.8, and in a way, I wish I'd gone with just my 800mm PF. I think I kind of messed up with that. They love these berries. This shot, a bit of a miss, but I made it look better in. Just, that was using the 400 f2. No, was that? No, that was using the 1:500. I just saw it flying past and I thought, oh, and I got 2 shots off. That was the shots I got. Back to this bird again. You can go away now, mate. We've seen you. It's a beautiful bird, though. I don't know what colour head it is. I don't know if that's grey or if it's, I haven't got a clue what colour that is. Beautiful looking bird, though. I saw this from a distance. Hummingbirds. One hummingbird was harassing the other hummingbird. I think, I don't know if it's a male and a female, but yeah, got a few shots of that. I've never posted any of these because I don't like birds on wires. And it's not that great, to be honest, anyway. I missed this because it literally just came flying towards me. I don't think I got one decent shot of this. Back to my Rufus friend. He changes colour no matter where. He's got so many different colours. But I didn't realise he was going to be about so much, so I kept taking photos of him. And I got quite a few. See, look, that's a miss. Yeah, but he was a little cutie. This is a grackle. This is a grackle. I've got a couple of photos off here. Again, I'm just spotting these things. And as I'm spotting them, they do what birds do and they just disappear. So I don't know what this one was. Couldn't really get a clear shot of it because there's branches in front of it. You can't really tell because you can't really see it, but there's branches in front of that. That I didn't actually get any really nice shots of that. I have to look up what that was. I don't know why I said I don't know what it was because I don't know what any of these birds were. This was one of the most amazing moments the whole time I was there, and it was a yellow-fronted toucan with, just looks like a stick, but that's a stick insect. And see, that's a better shot of it. So I thought it kept turning, and I kept trying to get a good shot of it, and I thought I'm never going to get a good shot of this. And then all of a sudden, this thing jumps out, and I'd lowered my shutter speed at this point, so I was very lucky to even get this. And I've actually edited this photo somewhere. I'll probably flash it up on the screen. Yeah, I've edited this photo. It's not the best photo in the world, but boy, it's just an amazing sight to see. Yellow-fronted toucan with a stick insect. And there it is, just about chewing up the stick insect. As you can see, that's quite a nice picture, actually. That is a really nice picture. So yeah, I don't know what toucans these are. They're slightly different. You see the beaks they've got on them. It's rather wonderful, actually. That's really lovely, actually. Rather wonderful. Yeah, I got this one diving out. I missed the focus a bit, and I overexposed it because as it was flying out, this beak has suddenly hit the sunlight. When it was in the branches, it was a bit different. I've edited one of these and it's come out quite nice because I've managed to lower it, but it's not the best shot. But again, I've got a naturally occurring toucan in flight here, and it was going like a bullet. It literally flew out like a bullet. They just got so many, even the black, not very nice there, but even the black butterflies have so many different colors. Just want to make a point here. You can see I miss a lot of shots. As I keep saying, you need to make mistakes to get a good shot. I have not seen one good shot here. That one's half decent, so I must have been trying and trying again. That one's probably one I could post nicely. I just love the colours on them. Look at that. That's just beautiful. That's using the 1 to 500. I'm pretty sure it is at 7.1, yeah? 1/4000th. 7.1, where's the ISO here? Where's the ISO? Oh no, wait a minute, F number 7.1, aperture value 5, what's that mean? I don't even understand that. I do not understand that. I don't know where the ISO is. It's probably right in front of me, but I cannot see it. Tell me that's not, no, I would have loved that to have been nice. I do love a full frontal shot. Don't know what these butterflies are. I really start needing to look at names, but sometimes I really don't care. It's just a beautiful butterfly. Who cares what the name is? Somebody will tell me somewhere. And by the way, again, this is the benefit of 20 frames a second. If I had less frames per second, less of these shots would have been taken, so I'd have had less to choose from. So when you say it's not good to have so many frames a second, you should be hitting it every time with skill, not so easy with insects in flight. I mean, as you can see, I'm just missing. For some people, these would be quite good, but I'm not. They've got to be pretty spot on for me to like. I've not seen many of these I would have posted. I think I might have posted a couple of these only because I've never seen the butterflies before. But other than that, it's got to be some. Oh, I didn't even know I had that. What is that? Underexposed again. I think the backlight here was making it very difficult to expose. Got to check some of these aren't videos because I know I did take video, but I think I've put them in a separate file afterwards. This just looks like one you get in your bird cage, just a black one. That's all, like a budgie or something. I might have to do this in a couple of separate parts because I've got 21 minutes left on this recorder here. Again, this does look like a beautiful little bird. And these are all in the jungle, so don't forget that the lighting conditions aren't the greatest. Only if I didn't do any perches, or did I? Only when I went to a bar right at the end on the way to see the airport, not a bar, like a restaurant. I did some shots of birds that were drawn in by feeders. These hadn't. Oh, I like that one. I haven't never posted that one. Yeah, birds that have been drawn in by feeders, and these haven't been. Again, this is using a 400mm f2.8 with no extenders or nothing like that, and it is the Canon version on the Nikon body, so it definitely can be done. It's not macro, obviously, because you can see by the size in the frame it's like pseudo macro once you crop in using the 46 or 45 megapixels to crop in afterwards. Do you know, I have not actually looked at these shots, like right at the edge of the frame there. It's not so easy swinging around a 400 chasing a butterfly. The 400, by the way, weighs 3 kilos. So plus the Z9, we're talking 4.5 kilos swinging around. Not easy. I think this is called a tanager. No, is this a tanager? I can't remember. But this must be the second time I've did it. Beautiful bird. The backgrounds weren't always nice because, like I said, these aren't feeders. Again, bird on a wire. I think this is a flycatcher. They look very similar to the Kiskadees, the great Kiskadees. Maybe this is a Kiskadee, I don't know, but they look very similar to it. But the Kiskadee, you can tell is Kiskadee. This looks more like a flycatcher. And I've never posted any of these because, again, bird on a wire, not really something I'm into. Still see it as a nice bird, just not really into them. Now we're getting some slightly better shots of the vultures. Again, once these are edited, they will look different. You must remember, when you're looking at a JPEG conversion that your computer does of a raw file, because these aren't actually raw files you're seeing. I would literally need to go into, let me just show you quickly. I would need to go into my editor to see what the raw file looks like with no enhancements whatsoever, and then you can play with your sliders to do what you need to do. So just by bringing the, I must have overexposed that a bit, just by bringing the exposure down a bit, it looks different than it looked, you know. Looks a lot clearer, and that's without doing anything else to it. Go back to this. I shot these, right, so these have been shot with the R7 in slow motion. One thing I'll say, I like the R7. I did like the R7 for video, but now looking when I shoot the Z9 or the Z8, I realise how much less stable the footage is on the Canons than it is on the Nikons. That's why I use the video. That's why I use Nikons a lot more for video now than I did. And I wish, like I said, if I'd brought the 800, it's the only lens I had at the time for Nikon. If I'd brought the 800 and done video there, it would have been much more stable, would have been much nicer. I think it's, I know I've heard people say it's not on par with the Canon big whites or even the Nikon like 600 f4 and that, but it's plenty sharp for me. And because it's a native lens at that length, it actually works really well. The other thing I don't like, and I didn't realize that till obviously I started shooting the Nikons, is the sound. There is no sound with these videos. There is when I shot the R5, but as soon as you put it into slow motion with the R7, there's no sound. And there is sound with the Nikons in slow motion. And you can speed this. You can, if you then speed the footage up afterwards, the sound becomes normal again. It does sound a bit odd sometimes because it's in slow motion. But yeah, our little Rufus again. I got so many shots of it because it was just sitting there nice and proudly for me. I did get closer to it at certain points as well. And in different light, this bird looks so different. Actually, I might be able to show you now. Such a little cutie. He didn't let me get right up to it. It was not skittish, but it was the resident. It was there basically all day, every day. All right, mate. Even when it was raining and that. So just need to make sure I'm still recording. And we're still recording because I hate when I've run out recording. Space and time. Beautiful little friend he was. This is just walking along the side up towards the bridge that I've either shown you or I'm going to show you. Didn't get on. I was about to say, I didn't get any. I think this is probably going to be shaky footage here. Let's see. Again, no sound. I missed all of the. Now I think about it, the sound would have made a massive difference to things like this. I don't know what lizard this is. I was trying to get out ahead of it so that when it moves, because I knew it would move, that I'd be able to follow it. But you see, they move very, very quickly, these things. Once they go, they're gone. Oh, I mean, it's moving that quick. And again, what I don't like about the Canons, they used to let go of the subject a lot easier than the Nikon does. I'm not banging on Canon here, by the way, because I've heard they've stepped up since. I much prefer that another video. I'm not going to keep showing you videos of that. And that's a video of that. It's kind of, I'm not saying it's common, but it's common enough for me to flash that past. What we got? This is a great Kiskadee. Do you know what? I got so many good shots that's not a great shot, and it's very small in the frame. But got so many good shots of the Kiskadees doing different things. They're as common as pigeons over there. Probably more common. I'd say I saw more Kiskadees than I saw any other bird, and that includes pigeons. Not pigeons, doves. Sorry. I've got better photos of this. That's why I'm not really stopping on. This is a yellow-legged something or other. I can't remember what it's called. I'm not very good with birds, am I? Oh, I like that. I've not even seen these shots. That's ridiculous to think that I've taken these, but I've not had a chance to look at them really. Is that alive? Are you chewing it? Is that why it's moving? Or was you making it move? What is it? It's alive. You didn't like that, did you? Nah. Be like me, I wouldn't be eating none of that stuff, mate. Oh, they are beautiful. I think these are honey creepers as well. Oh, I don't know why I keep going to the other thing. Yeah, I think they're honey creepers. What did I shoot this on? Yes, again shot. I shot everything on the R7 for video, and it's not bad, but I wish I'd shot it with something. I don't even know what lens I used, to be honest. It doesn't show in this. I don't even know how to find it out, because when I try and see the information that's here, when I try and find it out, it doesn't really show me much. And if you put show less, obviously it shows less. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. I haven't got a clue. What's this? So many stunning birds out there. Using the 400 by itself. Yeah, focal length 400. So I mean, yes, I do miss that I didn't take the 800, but it's not like it really messed me up too much. And obviously, I'm shooting at 2.8. And the reason why I'm shooting at 2,500 is because I'm always looking for action. So I'm not so much worried about details when they're sitting still. I'm not a great lover of those kind of shots. I'm a great lover of action shots. And that's all I'm looking for. Or something a bit different, a behavioural shot. Which is why these photos, apart from seeing them on here, they'll never see the light of day. Because I will never post them. I know I won't. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but no. I love And yes, I could have shot that at a slower speed, definitely. Oh, there's an insect in here. Did notice earlier today I saw some insects outside, and I was going to go out there, but I've been looking after the kids all day. I've got to get back into my insects in flight. It's starting to get on my nerves now. I've been in all winter basically. I went out the other day. I shot a video for you guys, but I'm doing this one before I post that one. What the hell is that? Well, that's a miss, isn't it? Is that misfocus or is it my imagination? It's right, a cutie shot. Oh, we're getting cuter. Because I said cute, you're deciding to make it. Where's the other one? Oh, I'm going backwards. Oh, you decided to get even cuter. See, and you can tell I'm using different cameras. When it says CR3, that's the R5. A little insect here. Don't know how it got in here. I've been quite rigid with shutting the doors now because I don't want anything coming in here. It's my outbuilding outside my house. Anyway. Yeah, these are cute little birds, these ones are. I can't believe I've not posted some of these pictures. Do you think I should post them? Put it in the comments below. Am I being a bit too precious with my posting? It took me quite some time to start getting some good sharp shots of the hummingbirds because I couldn't work out how to get close to them. But once I started getting close to them, I started getting the shots, as you can see. I've got all of these that I've never posted as well. Because I've posted quite a few shots of this little rufous, and it's like overkill when you use the same subject all the time. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Didn't mean to press that. Let's go back to here. Which way are we going? That way. As you can see, when I shoot the Nikon, see again, this is using the 400 f2.8. There's a lot less wing bend with the Nikon, and I wish I'd use. Well, there's wing bend there. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, but there's a lot less wing bend with the Nikon than there is. Sorry, I've got a blocked nose now. When I used the Canon, it was spoiled. Maybe I should have just shot it with the shutter. Didn't. Everyone always says that to me. Oh, but if you'd shot it with the shutter, then you wouldn't have got that. But then I think, well, what's the point of having a mirrorless camera that can shoot at 20 frames a second if you can't actually use it at 20 frames a second? I just don't get that. It doesn't make any sense at all. Don't forget these are unedited. So this is obviously it's a JPEG of my raw file, because if I now put this, let me see how that comes up. Like this. This is a pure and unadulterated raw file. That's how that looks with nothing applied whatsoever. Is it? I think they still got their own profiles, but that is basically a raw file. What's this birdie doing? Let's have a quick look. Not much. Got a bit too close to this one. Started cutting his feet out, and again because of the. Doesn't look. Do you know? I really. Oh, it's raining. Must have been quite high ISO. I wish I hadn't used the R7 so much. I wish I hadn't used it at all. To be honest, I should have just stuck with the two cameras I had and gone with that. He was such a cutie. This thing. Watch this. He had a little. That's a little bee buzzing around him, and he's trying to get it. It's bugging him. Don't think he got. Did he get it? I'm not quite sure. No, because it's still there. Didn't get it. No. He got away from you, mate. He got away from you. But as you can see, My friend was just letting me get some great shots of him. And again, this is only with the 400mm, so I would have filled the frame a lot more with the 800mm. I could have put extenders on, but I think I have at some points used the extender on the 400. You could say, why wasn't I using the 1:500? But I'm always worried about my backgrounds. Always. I'm always thinking, and especially it depends how close you can get to the subject. If you can't get close to the subject, or if you're only filling a small portion of the frame, I don't want. Look how much here and all this background stuff, and that's at 2.8. Imagine what it'd be like at 7.1 or higher, because a lot of people stop their lenses down because they think that's the only way to achieve a sharp shot. Here we go. No, you don't need to do that. You can just do it from here. Let's have a quick look at this. How long we got left? We've got 5 minutes, and I'm not even a bit of the way through this video yet. through the. Ooh. So I'm going to have to do this in a few parts, because the memory I've got on my recorder, on my Ninja recorder, will only last something like 36 minutes. And obviously, I've already done 31 minutes. If you lot want to watch more of this, but you'll be telling me if you want to watch more or not. See, look, well, not the greatest, but with the slower shutter speeds, you wouldn't really be getting a shot like that. As soon as it moves, and there it was at 3200, not the greatest. What's that? Some little grub. Yeah, as soon as we hit the 0 mark on that, and that's full up, I'm going to stop, because I need to. Ooh. What are you eating there, mate? Because I need, obviously now, I was about to say at 2.8, I must have stopped it down a little bit here. It's not the greatest depth of field. So when you start, thinking to yourself, I need to stop down, but obviously I only wanted the head there. But it looks lovely there. Nothing wrong with that. And we got a nice bit of action as he's chewing. That looks like a berry or something like that. I don't know what it is. The birds here, though, just so many birds. Freaking amazing. What was I using? This is the 1:500 I'm using here. Trying to get wasps in flight. I'll shoot anything with any lens. I don't care. Crop in. Who cares? Crop in. It's not so. The more and more I'm looking at what I haven't posted and why I haven't posted it is because when I go through and I delete, I just literally blanket delete anything that's not moving, unless it looks like it's half decent. And then afterwards, I'll go through and really do a cull. But I have not touched any of these Costa Rica ones because I just wanted to just have them. This was a journey of a lifetime for me, and I'm never going back. And if I had cut some of these, I wouldn't have this for you guys, and I wouldn't have had it in my own memory. Didn't realize I kept that. What's this? Just off, and that one's way off. I can see that from here. See, I'm not that cruel that I'll just cut everything. I'll just see what's flying and what's not flying, and then come back to it later. And then if it's good enough to meet the cut, then it meets the cut. God, the colours. I can't tell you what colours they are, but the colours, they are amazing. Definitely off with my exposure here. We're definitely underexposed, but who cares? We can sort that out in post with that. That's beautiful. Is that the same bird that was there before, but I'm just got it from a different angle? It's just amazing. What are you? Again, underexposed, in the dark. But now we come into the light. Oh, you're gorgeous. What are you? You are gorgeous, my friend. And we've got the great Kiskades again. I haven't got any good shots. When you start seeing the good shots, you'll realise I had a lot of time to deal with the Kiskades. And it's mixed here because then the files are not time correct. They're not in correct time order, so it just slots some of the Nikon shots in between the Canon shots. I should really sort my times out so that they're all perfect, but I kind of just pick the camera up, look at the date, and I think, yeah, that looks good enough. I'm not really worried about the time, but I should be worried about the time, especially now. It's such a beautiful bird. And the colour of the berry as well. Look at that juicy berry. And he's probably he's looked at the other ones, gone, nah, you're rubbish. I want that one. Look at it. Look at it. Succulent. I keep looking over here because I've got a TV over here that's showing me what I've got on the camera, and I keep forgetting to look into the lens sometimes. To be quite honest, I forgot I had my glasses on. What do you think my glasses, my pound glasses from the pound shop? Because I lose so many glasses. One time I went out and bought 10 pairs of glasses, and within 30 days I'd lost or broken all of them. That's why I only buy pound glasses. I just get my prescription and I'm easy. No. See, again, this is where the lens was let down a little bit, because it was great for catching them when they were moving a little bit, they could move, but then once they're in flight, I've realized how good a native lens is, and the Nikon, it was very quick to focus. So as it moved just slightly off the plane, it was keeping up with it. We've got 10 seconds. I'm going to end this. Well, not end it, but this is going to be part 1, and we'll go to part 2. Ciao.